Holy moly, it's only Jimbo. Jim,
Hello,
how you
friend.
doing?
Hello there, my friend.
Happy Moose Day, brother.
Happy Moose Day.
Happy
I'm
Moose
back
Day.
after a week off. I apologize.
You are? Yeah, how was your vacation?
It was good. I had a good time. I missed the race. Hungary's definitely one of Pogs and I were talking about. It's definitely an old man track.
I love
Definitely
it.
missed all of the safety cars. We did have a safety car, a couple safety cars today though, which was
We did,
a change
yeah.
of pace, which was change of pace for us.
Yeah, and do you know what? It was such a relief to get some safety car action again. That's 2 weeks on the
Yeah.
trot that we've had 2 or 3 safety cars.
Yeah.
And it scored me points again this week as well. Although I have sent in 4 incidents.
Oof.
I was caught up in some shenanigans I was most disappointed with. And I've had to send 4 incidents into this week's team principal, who is Semtex.
Unfortunately, I didn't. What's it called? I was okay this week. I started out front and really didn't. I mean, I just got pretty lucky, so I really didn't have too much. But I was in what's it called? I was in the chat with Pogs, and Pogs was screaming at how furious he was at stuff.
Yeah, well, that's me and him both. Him both. I think I started in P7, and by the end of lap 1, I was in P17.
Oh. Yeah, well, that was how my first
similar.
2 weeks went. I was exactly like that.
Yeah. It was less than pleasant, I have to say. But the good news is we came out of it. I ended up in P. I finished in P7 actually. There you go. Finished in P7. So I'll take some points. We are ready to rock and roll. The countdown is on. So let's get into this thing already. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Tonight it's round 4 of Moose Racing League's Tier 2. And we are heading to Belgium. It's Spa-Francorchamps, one of the most iconic circuits on the calendar. It is the longest circuit as well. It's 7 kilometers long. There's 19 turns, and we've got ourselves 2 DRS detection zones. As you can see from the track, there's quite a lot of elevation from that first start up to turn 7, where we get up to, and I forget the name of the turn, to Revel, I think, up to Revel near the hairpin. What do you think of this track?
It is one of the most unique tracks, right? On the calendar that we have, especially in our calendar with a shortened season. I mean, because there are 2 very, very long straights, right?
Yeah.
And then you have that sector 2, which is all like slow meandering corners. So trying to find the perfect, perfect setup to get your car quick is, a challenge for sure here.
For sure. I ran a particularly high downforce setup. I had 17 at the front, 13 at the rear. I saw a lot of the guys in their time trials were running 15-11, so I thought I'd run something a little bit better to give me an advantage in sector 2. So those are the 2. You either sacrifice that long straight speed, or you try and take advantage in the middle sector or in sector 2, or you hope that it doesn't rain. It's looking quite shiny and bright there, I have to say. There's no cars coming out yet.
Look pretty good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No cars out on the track yet, but does look shiny and bright so far. But that's how our race started too, and then we had some rain at the end. So there's definitely a chance of rain all the time.
Yeah, we do get quite changeable conditions at Spa, which is another one of the things that makes it so special, I think, for me. We do have some action in the pit lane, but in terms of race notes, the last Tier 2 winner we had at Spa was Gibbsy. Gibbsy, who is not in this race this evening. As we said previously. Oh, go on, sorry.
Nope. I'm just saying Gibbsy is not here today.
Not here today. It's the longest track on the calendar, as we mentioned before. Drew Lessard had a blowout win in Qatar. He had a fantastic result last week. He's looking like a potential blowout champion. We've had 2 blowout champions the last 2 seasons, in Marcus Libbs and in Andy. We're hoping for something a little bit more competitive. We'll be with you on track in a minute, guys. The cars are streaming out to start their slow laps, out laps.
Yep.
But the drivers to watch this week. Now, Drew Lessard, obviously, because he's been rapid the last 2 weeks. we've also got Fatweed and Kermit down. Anybody else from our grid you think's going to do well tonight?
Well, not to burst our bubble here, but Drew Lessard and Kermit are both not here this week. So we are going to have a couple different people to watch.
Go Fatweed!
I would say Fatweed for sure. Simon Colston has been quick. I didn't get to watch last week's race because of vacation, but the first 2 races, he was quick. He got caught up in some,
Yeah, he wasn't here last week.
Yep. Oh, so that's another reason. And then, I know Ketchin is a reserve, I believe, but he's always a driver that I feel like we always find him up top, and I mean, Mr. Saturday, J. Joe too. There's a bunch of names here in tier 2 that we have this year that are, all have the pace and the speed. We just got to put it all together,
Absolutely.
Over a race.
Absolutely. Right then. In that case, mate, you, good sir, with no distractions on the screen, you are on board with Big Mac Dan, who's our first car. He's starting top lap right now in the McLaren.
He has already invalidated, so
brilliant.
We're going to switch to Gary because he's right behind him. Gary, turn 1, obviously, not a very easy turn, but you can see 3 and 4 wide coming through, on the first lap.
Yeah.
But the most important part is carrying all the speed you can up to Aru to Radion as you come down the Camel Straight. I mean, that is one of the longest straights in the game, and it just, if you're running, especially if you're running that high downforce like you were earlier, it's critical to try and keep up as much speed as you can, because those guys running the low downforce setups are just going to blow right through.
Yeah, you get swallowed up on the Camel Straight for sure.
Yep. And, this Sector 2 right here, very, very, very technical part of the track. You go from the 2 big long straights into a technical part here. And Gary looks like he's setting a pretty good lap here. He was a little wide there, it looked like, but he's carrying a ton of speed through these corners, which is so important. Almost invalidates there. That's where I invalidated today. One of my qualifying laps, but that's a turn because you have to try and push it as hard as you can because they have another long straight all the way down to the bus stop chicane. So it's just making sure your exits out of those corners are as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Gary coming into the bus stop here, seeing what he can do. Goes into neutral there for a quick second. We're at a 142.9. So that's a pretty good banker.
142.9, okay.
So that's a good banker lap. Not, I would expect to see some 141.5s, maybe?
Yeah.
From the top end of...
42 for Freddie. So Drix has come into chat. Drix is our first chatter of the evening. Welcome in, Drix. I hope you're doing very well, sir. Quick Donny. And he has suggested that poll prediction for him is a 141.1.
I wouldn't be surprised. I will say that. That's not a time that is, out of the realm of possibility. But
no, absolutely.
I would say low 141s will definitely get you poll here.
Yeah, I would suggest low 41s would be right up there. Martin Van Marnen, good evening, sir. The fast guy's in here. I was just about to drop his name. It's Technic Speedy, Gary, Simon Colston, Ketchen, and I think Stig. Stig's back this week. Stig's gonna have something to say. J. Joe's pretty quick.
Yep, I think so. I think those are the guys. Beaver and G's reserved this week. I don't know much about him. So
yeah, he was. I'm sure he
too there
last week. Yeah, he was last week as well. Ketchen's on the mediums again. Ketchen loves setting a lap on the mediums. His time of a 114 is level with what Freddie was in Sector 2. So he's about a 114. So a 142.5 maybe? Oh, 143.5. There you go. A bit slower.
Yep. So,
Kiss me, Axe. Hope you're doing well. Right, we don't have any... Do we have anybody on actual lap at the moment? Or is people just coming in?
I think Dan of the Mac and Simon are on out laps. Looks like Simon is starting his lap right now.
Simon's starting his lap, is he? Let's find him. There we go.
Broadcast camera is so terrible at this track. It's so bad. So, right on board, but looked pretty good. I mean, I know in Tier 5, Sector 1 times were high 29s to very low 30 zeros. So I would expect to see much quicker than that here. It's a 29.9, so that's right on pace. But let's see.
And that's the quickest so far, apparently.
Oh. Yes. See, I don't know. See, another thing, we don't know if that's a glitch or not. Oh, he gets a little sideways. I think he locked up the rears there going into, I forget what the name of that corner is, before the corner without a name. So they have all the names except for the one without a name.
Yeah, I think that's Rivage.
Yeah. Kulan, that's a good line there, but I think he's going to be a little bit behind his time that he, sorry, Pugs, I don't have a mullet. You're right. Oh, man, he is flipping and sliding all over the place right now, Simon. I don't know if his
something in the 14s?
I will get a wig at some point in the future, so we can at least pretend I have. Okay?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I mean, I've been on a stream with a wig on before that actually had a mullet.
Screw it. I'll do it. If I can find one within the week, I will get one. Simon just bailed out of his lap there.
Bailed, man. He has bailed.
Yeah, he was all over the place that lap there, so should see, I would assume we're going to see a bunch of guys coming out for their second runs now, unless they want to save a set of softs. I mean, we've seen the soft to medium strategy today. I personally like the medium to hards.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Vinny? But yeah,
hey, Vinny.
I just think the softs die way too quick, and then if you don't get a safety car, those mediums have to last just far too long.
Yeah, well, my initial plan was to go hard all the way through to the rain.
Till the rain, yep.
And that just got cut short when I lost my wing on the front on the first lap.
Yeah, I did think about that, but I don't know. It's a tough call, especially because starting in P5 too. So it's like, do I really want to lose all that time? But
yeah.
when I slapped the hards on after that first one of those early safety cars, I loved it. It was great. They felt amazing.
Our resident weatherman has dropped into chat, by the way, Jim. The weatherman, Mr. Boogs, is our resident weatherman here in Tier 2. He always comes through with the weather report for us. It's much appreciated, Iron Boogs.
Thank you, sir.
I am a little bit disappointed, though. I was hoping for a little bit of rain to throw a little bit of spice into the race, Jim.
I just feel like now it's like, you're going to have your soft to mediums, you're going to have your mediums to hards. But like you said, we're just talking about like the Tier 5 race. We knew it was going to rain at the end. Do we go on hards? Do we just take them until it rains? Like, what's the plan? So now it's like it kind of evens out all the strategies here. So
yeah, I guess it's for these boys now. It's just about understanding who's got the pace around this track and what kind of setups people, whether they go for that low downforce for sectors 1 and 3, or whether they go for the higher downforce in sector 2. Here comes TRL Stig, by the way, to set his lap. He is on a 42.5, so he's gone 7th fastest. It's still Technic Speedy out in front there. We've got 7.5 minutes left to go. Mr. Tolby, let's go. Spa, hands down, the worst track on the calendar by far, and you've just paid $20 for it. Well done. Thank you so much indeed, Toby. We really appreciate that here over at MRL. You are obviously one of the media team goats.
I will respectfully disagree with your statement, but I will happily agree with the super chat. That is
yeah, that is some super chat, by the way.
That was amazing. But I love Spa. I don't know why. I've always thought this was just such a fun track because it's just so different than I feel like all the other tracks that we have out there. Oh, we've had Fake Minnow has come in. He's finally made it.
Yeah, he's made it. He's made it. That is not a lap. Capacci's coming round. He might set a time. It's very busy at the bus stop, though.
Yeah. Looks like everyone's... Wow, he takes that in third. See, I take that corner in second. I don't know if that's just me.
43.8. It's the slowest time we've got out there at the minute. J-Joe's just starting a lap then. So Mr. Saturday, he has not been Mr. Saturday so far in Season 8. He's gone down, up, down, through Eau Rouge, up to Radion then, down, down, up, down, across, onto the Kemmel Straight. What kind of speeds is he getting on the Kemmel Straight? 211, 212, 213. Max is out at 213 to go into the chicane. Right then left, few people get caught out here for track limits. Not J-Joe though. Maintains himself down to the hairpin. I believe it's called Rivage. Round Rivage, down to the corner with no name.
Very good line right through there.
Very good, yeah. Now, this one, I thought this one, per previous, was called La Double Gauche, which is the double left.
Oh, look at that guy. Fatweed sets a
Fatweed.
141.8.
Holy moly. So 2 tenths to the good for Fatweed. What has J-Joe got? We're looking for something in the early 114s, late 13s. Has he got on Cervelle? 39. Yes.
He is there. He is there. He is on pace.
He's on pace for something around that front row.
He's free with a 142.2. God.
Pogs has come through with the $20 dono as well. Let's go, Pogs. Super chat for a super lap, maybe, by J-Joe. Posts a 142.3. He fell off in that third sector. Maybe he's got bigger downforce.
I was going to say it looked like he had some higher downforce because he had some good lines through sector 2 there.
Yeah, Capacci is about to set himself a new lap. No, he's going to jump into the pits. Fake Mano on an out lap. Where's Chili Willy? Chili Willy has invalidated. He's going to dump himself into the pits. Simon Colston. Where's Simon Colston? He's invalidated as well. Moo Irons is on a lap. He's P12 right now with a 42.5. He is half a second out, though. We're going to come away from him.
Yep. I think he's trying to get back for an in-lap here.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Semtex. Is Semtex better off? Or is he's just set that lap?
Yep. He just set that lap. I think they're all just trying to fly around right now to get back into the pits and try and get another run here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight.
Oh, here you go. There you go, buddy. I'll put you on with our latecomer this evening. It's Fake Mano.
Oh, is he going up Eau Rouge here? Oh, he gets a little loose. I don't know if he's going to... I think he's going to try and hold it out here.
Hey, Pat, how you doing? You're the legend, my friend. Pog's trying to match me, says Toby.
Takes that corner a little wide. Fake Mano, I don't...
Whoa!
I don't know what his downforce settings are, but he is all over the place. He did not invalidate, so he's going to try and set a lap at least.
How did that not invalidate?
I don't know, but if I
what
were him,
the hell? Has he got rear wing damage?
I think we just gotta... It doesn't look like it. I think he's just gotta... He's gotta bail, because what are we gonna... I mean, he's gonna only have one... He's only gonna have one shot at it here, so I think he needed to bail. I think...
Yeah, he hasn't bailed, I don't think. But you only...
No,
oh my gosh. Has he forgotten to put his setup on?
Maybe he's using a time trial setup and not... It looks like he's drifting, right? That's what it looks like to me. It looks like he's drifting in every single corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toby agrees.
0-0. Whoa! There's the grass, Mano! Brother!
Man. No, what is going on here?
I think he's going to dive in the pits and start from the back.
Yeah.
No, he isn't! I'm wrong again! Jacob Mawson coming through with a 4.99. Thank you so much, Jacob. Much appreciated, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good race today. Oh, he's got traffic in front of him as well now. Now we're going to see some bother. There's a Ferrari right on his side. Does the Ferrari realise he's there? Just about. Moo Irons is out. He's crashed.
And
so has...
Oh,
Wow. He's not out, but he should be.
That is definitely something that I was going to expect to see there, based on his previous lap. He is all over. He's going to need to get out of the way because I think Stig is right behind him, or Dan and Matt.
It's the Big Mac Dan at the moment. Big Mac Dan is right behind him.
Yep.
Big Mano has ditched, thank God.
A little sideways from Dan. These guys are all over the place. I don't like any of these setups.
No, they're hitting this hard.
Hiding everywhere. But we have 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Got
oh, that's invalidated.
Guys.
Invalidated by Big Mac Dan. Stig's on a lap. Fake Mano's nearly dead. Lansharky. Where's Lansharky? It's going to be Stig actually next across the line, I think.
Yep, I believe so. I believe everyone there's just a massive train of everyone trying to get their laps in here.
We're going to have to be right on the ball here, Jim, trying to get these times done.
Stig is up a 10th. Or down a 10th. I lied. Down a 10th on his lap. So we'll see what he comes across at. See if he can improve. Oh, he gets a little sideways.
Just about improves to go 10th. Who is next? Who we got?
That is a bunch of guys just crossed the line.
Right,
I think Semtex was trying to get out for a lap, but he didn't get it in time. But I believe it's going to be Lansharky.
No, he's invalidated. Lansharky's invalidated. We've got Mercedes. Speedy. No, it's PWR Asylum. We haven't seen him yet this evening. So PWR Asylum. He raced well last week.
Down a 10th and a half. This could put him into the top 5 for now. If he picks up even more time, he could possibly get into the top 3 and clip Semtex here.
Semtex didn't get any better, did he?
No, I think Semtex missed the timing on the line.
So close. Not close enough. Was the Aston Martin. Beamer!
P2 for Beamer. Apache crosses. We got Jacobson coming across now with the Alfa Romeo in front of him. Jacobson goes P8, 142.333. Alfa Romeo behind. Ketchen just finishes, improves slightly.
Technic Speedy's looking quick. Technic Speedy's looking quick.
Freddie Razzle.
But he's not going to look that quick, though. Wow. Fatweed dumps a 5.5.
Look at all these people crossing the line. I can't even keep up.
No, I know. This is crazy. The only one we got left is Gary, and I can't find him, and he's invalidated.
Big Mac Dan went out for another lap and got...
Holy moly, Dan! What a lap that is.
The last one out. Gary is ducking into the pits, so I think that's going to do it. We got a bunch of movement there at the end.
That was crazy. A crazy last lap. Fatweed then claiming pole with a 41.5, followed by the McLaren of Big Mac Dan with a 41.8, 5 thousandths quicker than whoever it was that was in third before the screen went dark.
So, Drix, I would like to say that I said a 141.5 was going to be pole, and that's correct.
1-0 Jim. 1-0 Jim. So it's Fatweed in the Red Bull on pole. Joining him on the front row is the McLaren of Big Mac Dan, the Ferrari of Freddie Rozelle, and the Mercedes of Technic Speedy are on the second row. It's a dual Aston Martin third row with Beamer NG and J-Joe in P5 and 6, with Semtex, the Alpine, in P7, Alfa Romeo occupying the 8th place on the grid with Ketchen. The fifth row is PWR Asylum in the Mercedes with Williams Racing Simon Colston in P10, with Big More Frank, MB Jacobson, TTV Happy Light Pies, TRL Stig,
rolling down,
Moo Irons, Gary, Chili Willy, Kapachi, Fake Mano, and Lansharky filling out the last 10. Right. Hopefully we get a little bit of time to compose ourselves before the no formation lap kicks in and we go straight into lights out.
Edge, hello. Fatweed is looking fast, Midnight. He is looking very fast.
Oh, he's snipped. Is that Edge, is it?
Edge, yes.
Ah, GG's. Speedy Goose. Hello, Speedy Goose. So we've got Mr. Camu in here. We got Speedy Goose. Midnight's in. We got Edge. The boys
Everyone's
are all in
here.
town.
The party. This is it. What party?
Time. Party time in town here. Party time in town. Yeah, GG's in the race, brother. Well done.
Yeah.
Right then. So, Fatweed out in front. Anybody in chat want to put their neck on the line and say that maybe Fatweed isn't going to win, but somebody else from further on down the grid is going to do well in this race? What do you think, Jim?
I think without the changeable conditions, I think it's going to be very tough for anyone outside pretty much the top 6 to win this race.
Uh-huh.
But I would not be surprised if anyone inside the top 6 comes out victorious. Although I do like Fatweed's speed here. He seems very quick.
He does. I think we've got a little bit of McLaren bias from Edge,
Yep.
Dan, and Stig, P1 and P2. It's 5 lights we've got, by the way. It's Sunday night, and it's showtime for Tier 2 in... I think it's showtime. The lights have been out for 47 minutes, and we are finally away. A good getaway by the Red Bull of Fatweed by the looks, but we've got a safety car already. We are in peril. Something has gone hideously wrong, and we have a safety car.
Great. Everyone is leaving the session. Good work.
There you go, and there you have it.
It doesn't look like a safety car. I don't know what is going on right now. Someone's around.
Yeah, I think we're done, chaps.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I think we may have to restart the lobby there because that was an absolute mess.
Well, the good news is, Jim, we get a little bit longer to talk about some of the guys.
Yep.
So I'll dispatch us away. Oh, what a hit that is from the Mercedes into the back of a McLaren, by the way. Superb.
That was a mess.
Yep.
All right.
Let's get us back to the. I'll get us back to the camera screen. AMS Martinez says this is EA at its very best. Yes, indeed, it is, sir. Things
Without
we
a
love
doubt,
to see.
Without a doubt.
Rich Sebi and Beamer takes the lead. He's still leading it, quite frankly. It's an Aston Martin 1-2.
I left the lobby, so I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Aston Martin 1-2, followed by Semtex, Ketchum, Fake Mano, Kapachi, and Lansharky. Great moves by Lansharky. I'm out of the session.
Lansharky all the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up. All right, we're going to restart that.
My word.
Let's see. I'm going to tell everyone in.
Yes, Chili. Damn, I had pace for Paul. What were you saying then, Drew? What do you think your pace for Paul would have been, brother? Rich, how are you doing, Rich Sebi?
Let's see. Let's make
Low
sure.
41s, Drew, yeah? Okay.
Setting. Sorry, I have to set up the lobby. I will be there.
Are you on lobby setup duty, are you?
I am the tier coordinator now for tier 2, so I gotta get everything set up here.
I send my commiserations to you.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get everyone in early.
Yeah,
today.
And lo and behold, this is what happens. You've done an outstanding job, Jim. And all of a sudden, it's been stripped away.
It was great. Everyone was in perfect time today.
Yeah. Guys, while we're sat waiting, Jim's going to do an outstanding job yet again of setting up the lobby. Can you please ensure that you hit the like button on the video? And, of course, if you're here for the very first time and you like Formula 1 and you like guys talking about imaginary cars, driving around imaginary tracks, and me and Jim have done it for you this evening, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. Every subscription means the absolute world to us over here. We watch it like a hawk. We really enjoy putting a show on. Matter of fact, we put on such a great show that we want you to go invite your mum and dad, your brother and sister, your auntie and your uncle, your dog, your cat, and all your goldfish to come along and share this opportunity with us to call what is going to be a great race in Belgium at the world famous Spa-Francorchamps circuit.
What I will need from someone somewhere,
I know what you're going to say,
is the grid, please.
If somebody in chat
someone has
could go back into the stream and find out what the grid was, that would be most appreciated.
Correct. We were not planning on this. I know Fatweed was in first and Big Mac Dan was in second, and that's about as far as and Lane Sharkey was in last. So.
Chosen Toby said his mum already watches the stream. Mrs. Tolby, welcome in. Your son's an absolute beautiful human being. And I know he's going to clip that and send you it for Christmas now. Midnight Killer says the tracks are virtual, not imaginary. All right, smarty pants.
Yeah, who's saying all this? Let's see.
Although when I went past you today, you look quite imaginary, I have to say.
Oh, that was rude.
Well, to be fair, half of his car had fallen off, I think.
Oh, there we go. Colby with the look at that guy.
It's always come through with the grid.
Strong with the pictures and the grid.
We got such a great team over here, you know.
Excuse me, car outside.
Such a great.
Let's get everyone in here. We need to do this first, so everyone can pick their car. Okay.
I'm going to make sure I go back and clip some of those amazing crashes that happened as we kicked off the debunked lobby.
Those were wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that lobby's debunked like that though. That's not a usual glitch.
No, that usually doesn't. It's usually not an issue.
Yeah, that only usually happens if somebody has disqualified pulling into a slot.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try and get as many people in here as I can quick.
I also had a glitch today with it disqualified or DNF'd both the McLarens in our race.
Oh, that would have been great.
I know. Well, I was cheering on my stream earlier on. I was cheering you on, thinking you'd won the race.
Oh man, that would have been so awesome. I wish.
I thought I'd finished P5. I was like, oh wow, where did that come from? Like, oh, it's DNF'd both McLarens as they crossed the line.
One day they'll get this game right. I'm not quite sure what day that will be. I may be dead at that point in life, but at some point it will get together, I would assume.
Midnight says, it wasn't the best showing for me. Quali was pretty bad too. Was doing better in tier 4. Amazing how these things happen though, isn't it?
That's exactly what happened to me, right? Week 1, I won and crashed, and then tier 4, I was fighting for the win.
Yeah.
So it's just weird how some weeks, you know.
But your Midnight's up there in terms of the title, isn't he? So our title challenger, Toast, crashed out today. He didn't get any points in tier 5. But D Master G, or whatever he's called, that was his second win.
Another win. He is quick. He is very quick.
Well, he beat us at Qatar by 26 seconds. Something is amiss.
I felt good about beating him on track today, at least.
Oh, did you beat him on track, did you?
Yeah, I finished first on track today. I just had a time penalty.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So who are we missing? What do we got? We need the Ferraris.
Thank you
Big
very
Mama
much, Andy.
Frank.
I'm not in yet. Hang on.
I did invite you. Big Mama Frank is in. We need Freddie in here. Freddie! Where are you?
Freddie Roselle. Freddie Roselle, where are you, Freddie Roselle? Calling Freddie Roselle. Calling Freddie Roselle. You are required in the online lobby. Andy, how you doing? Thank you so much for sending those through. Vinny, how many safety cars we had in total today? Quite a few, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember how many. I think we had, what, 2 or 3?
I think we had 3, didn't we? Because one started out as a virtual safety car and then it turned into a full.
Yep.
Midnight's talking about the betting under 5.1 for tier 1. Wow. That's a big shout. Since some of the things I've seen in tier 1 over the last season and a half, do not tell me that there's only going to be one safety car in that.
Who are we missing here? We're missing a Aston Martin. I don't know who it is.
J. Joe's teammate, so it'll be
Beamer. I'll get him.
Beamer, that's it. Yeah, Beamer. Somebody who is frequenting as the Moose Racing League says, I have a super parlay that is working right now. That tells me that's Snowman.
It's very possible. I don't have the chat up right now because I'm trying to set this grid. So give me 1 sec. We will hopefully be able and ready to go here.
Thought we weren't allowed to use reserves the same week they signed up. I'm guessing that's Freddie Rizal who's reserved tonight.
All right, grid editor.
I messed up, says Yellow. Jim, you give McLaren 1-2. Under 6 seconds winning margin for each race. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did mess up.
Damn.
With our safety car. Oh, under 6 seconds.
Oops.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have worked in ours.
Okay. And Freddie. Where's Freddie? Why is everyone all the way at the bottom? Come on.
We are going to be with you very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Jim is doing his absolute best to get everybody into the lobby, but
everyone is in. I just need to set the grid, and we are good to go.
There you go, then. Just waiting for the grid. Happy like Larry.
J. Joe.
Oh dear, excuse me. Oh, dearie me. So, who in chat then? Let's start thinking about Spa-Francorchamps. What is your favourite race at Spa-Francorchamps from history? There's been plenty of them. 2021 wasn't my favourite. But what's your favourite track or result even around Spa? 1996, says Yellow. What happened in 96? Is that Giancarlo Fisichella?
Half the people in this lobby weren't even alive then. I mean, in our league.
I was 20, but I think I was drunk.
I was 7, 6.
Corner cutting is on regular, says Ketchen.
Irons is there.
That's a bin, yeah. There was an open lobby like a crash. Like crashing 9. Oh! Yellow, that's the one in the wet, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've deleted all my GIFs.
All right, where is I'm missing someone. Is he here? His Beam here. Mr. Beam. Beam is not here.
Oh.
Where is he?
No, he's not here.
No, he's just not in the lobby. Grid is set. I'll give him a minute.
Yeah, there we go. 1 minute. Beamer, if you're watching, if you're listening, you've got 60 seconds to get yourself into the lobby, sir. Please speak up or forever hold your truth, or at least till next week.
Let's see.
Rich Sebi, I feel completely devastated for you, not able to beat 110 AI. I don't think I can beat 10 AI.
Let's see, Gearbox.
96 because of that crash. The corner cutting, is the corner cutting on strict?
Yeah, I'm just what's it called? I'm getting over there now. I just wanted to make sure everything was set up. Let's see, weather is good. Corner cutting is
Ketchen, thank
strict.
you so much, mate. Appreciate you. We're doing our best to get that ready now.
Immersive, no formation, that. Rules and flags on. Simulation, no recovery, equal car, low. Manual off, standard. Collisions on, disabled there. All right, I think we're good.
So we think we're in good shape. Does somebody want to give it the once over? Just to make sure. Mr. Ketchen, you seem to be on your toes. Give it the once over if you like, sir. Have a quick look. Let us know if anything's wrong. And if it's not, give us the green light, and we shall assume the green flag waving position. So that the red lights do indeed come on one by one and then go out.
Beamer is loading up,
together.
he says.
Beamer's loading up. Okay, well, let's give him his 60 seconds again. Then I'm going to go and get a glass of... I said a glass of milk. That made me sound like a child. I'm going to get a glass of water.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's see. We'll give him his time. In. Hey, Andy, I love milk just as much as the next person, but I don't know if I'd go grab a glass of milk at... What time is it for Andy? 1 a.m. Milk is not a 1 a.m. drink for me. Let's see.
There we go.
Come on.
Andy, milk is OP, but I don't... Do you know what? Old man moment. I don't drink dairy anymore. I drink oat milk. And oat milk makes my my coffee taste so much better. And yeah, it's just an old man thing, I guess.
Let's see. I'll invite him again.
Chocolate milk. Yeah, I could probably do some chocolate milk, to be fair.
See, I don't know. I feel like milk is not a nighttime drink.
You're a what, sorry?
I said I feel like milk is not a nighttime drink. I feel like it's a...
Really? Glass of warm milk before bed? Or 6 cans of Bud Light? I know which one I'd rather do. And I don't have either of those things in the house right now.
I may have the Bud Light situation going here, but
yes.
I've got enough.
I'm one jealous. This is where I wish we were both in the actual same space in the commentary box.
Be great.
All right, we'll be with you very shortly, guys. We're just waiting for our final driver.
I haven't gotten any.
He's had 5 minutes to get in.
He said F1 is loading now.
What is it loading on? A Microsoft computer from 1983.
Is actually it's loading. LODING. Loading. So,
loading.
I don't know what that means, but somewhere. Drivers, if you're watching, don't forget to change your setups, because I would hate to have you not change your setup back.
For some reason, I've managed to freeze you on the stream, Jim.
Uh-oh. You froze me.
Froze? I don't know how I've done it.
I don't know.
Let's get on to the in-game and hope that it's working. It's not working at all now. That's even worse. Oh my days.
Come on, Beam. Here? Please be here. I invited him twice. I'll invite him again.
So all the work that I'd done to put the stream up and get it right has
nothing.
Gone to it's gone to the dogs.
I've invited him again. He's
The
got
camera's
2
all
minutes,
moved.
and that is it.
Is your camera still there? Oh, okay.
He's got 2 minutes or we start.
Yeah.
We unfortunately don't have the time to... Oh, there we go. I'm moving again.
You're moving again, yeah. I'm in that world where I'm trying to... Where's it gone, though?
Oh, he's here. He's here.
Hooray! Hurrah! Let's go! Right.
Hold on,
Pick your car, son. He's in the Aston Martin. I'm spectating. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. There we go. Right. Take 2. You've disappeared again, by the way.
Oh, good. Hello. Goodbye. Beamer was... I gotta move him up. It was above J. Joe? Above J. Joe. Yes. Okay. All right, everyone's going to have to restart again. Sorry. Everyone ready up again? I had to set the grid. Okay. We're good. Alrighty.
Now I've just got you as the biggest thing on the screen, Jim. Welcome in, everybody. Let's watch Jim all night.
We're going. Hello, friends. Right. We are in. Cars are on the track. Let's
Holy
try
moly.
this again. It seems like years, Sebby. That was a rough time.
Fake Mano has left the session. Sweet Fatweed has left the session.
What?
J. Joe has left the session.
Did everyone leave the session? What is going on? Just those three. Dear EA, could your game please just work for one time in its life?
It's getting so bad, people are posting pictures of crying children in the Discord chat.
Oh my lord, what is going on?
So J. Joe, Fatweed, and Fake Mano. Fatweed's back in.
Okay. Problem is I can't even... Oh, I can't invite. All right. So where are... Who was kicked?
J. Joe's joined, so maybe Mano?
Mano. It's just Mano, right?
Yeah.
I don't...
Fatweed's back. Fatweed's back in. I've got Fake Mano.
I can...
Freddie Razzle's now left the session.
This is good.
Fake Mano's back in. Freddie Razzle is on PC. I won't be able to get him in.
Invited him.
Drew Lessard says, I want to see some random backmarker win a race. Drew, I just want to see some racing right now. I want to see a lobby start. That would be good. Freddie Razzle is back in. Everybody, get your setups on quick and let's crack on.
I'm surprised no one has rated up yet. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Did you set it to clear weather?
Yes, I did.
I was waiting for you to go, no, it's going to rain in about 10 minutes.
I did.
That would have spiced things up a little bit, Jim.
That would have been fun.
JJ says, so no setups for us. We need someone to ready up first. Because they can't take control of their cars. Oh my god.
This is good.
Oh, that's what happened to Mano before then. Mano joined during... No, he would have been able to say his...
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, if you're ready, let's go.
I don't know.
I think it's ready to rock and roll, mate. If they're ready to go, they're ready to go. We've rejoined again, third time.
This is wild. Oh, I hear a countdown.
Oh, I don't.
I hear a countdown in the background of something. Don't know what it is.
That's my pacemaker battery running out. Oh
there
my
we go.
God, we're away.
You're
4, 5 red lights. Let's see if we get no disturbances from safety cars. And we're away, but there's people not at the wheel. It's a great start for Fatweed, but the Big Mac Dan and somebody else is gone down the pan. Oh, Big Mac Dan down the pan is Fatweed, followed by I'm having a computer malfunction as well.
I don't know what is going on. All I know is we're racing right now. That's all I know.
Racing.
Oh, and Fatweed is out.
Oh no. Oh, Fatweed is indeed out. At the top of Radion. But in an unusual part of the track on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Fatweed's had enough. He's left the session, unsurprisingly. So the curse of the Tier 2 drivers to watch list continues handsomely into week 4. So now we've got Freddie Rizal in the Ferrari at the front of this safety car-led pack, followed by J-Jo in the Aston Martin, is the Big Mac Dan in the McLaren. The second Aston Martin of Beamer, followed by the Alfa Romeo of Ketchen, is the Alpine of Semtex and Asylum then in the Mercedes, currently sat in P7. Big Mama Frank, first time we've really mentioned his name tonight, in P8, with Technic Speedy P9. Simon Colston is in P10.
God.
With
I have
Stig
no idea
P11.
what is going on.
Yeah, it's... J Morse wants his money back. We have £45 in donations this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all it's done so far is pay for a crash. 2 crashes. Crash of cars and crash of system.
A lobby crash and then a lobby crash and an actual crash.
Hope he says he
we
quits.
have already had one restart. We cannot keep restarting every single race. I don't know
D-Master, I don't think the top 3 did jump the start, because I saw cars at the back moving first.
Well, gentlemen, the restart call will have to come from Pogs if there is going to be another.
Oh, Fatweed wasn't even in his car.
I don't foresee that being a thing.
I bet you Fatweed got in his car.
Yep, he went to take control
and it crashed.
And the wheel went one way or another. And that's what happened.
That's what's going to have happened. Should be another restart. It was a desync. Ugh.
Can we just play a game, EA, please? All we ask.
Yeah, it's not our. Couldn't even take control, says Fatweed. Sorry, Fatweed. Do you know what? I know it sucks, but we're not the guys to call restarts, I'm afraid.
First one was very clear, but this one I don't have a call on that. I have no say.
No.
Fortunately.
I think it's 5 or more drivers, isn't it?
Yeah.
That
was clearly the issue last lobby. Honestly, I think it may even be more than 5. It may be like half the field.
D Mastro G says the AI. Oh my God! What is that? Happy like.
What is going on now?
That's Freddie Rizal down into P13.
It looked like he got slammed by J-Jo. I don't know if there was desync there as well. I don't know what is going on now.
Cars are letting him through, which is kind of him.
He's going to have to pit.
But he's going to have to pit anyway. He's got no wing.
Yep.
Okay, Fatweed. No worries, brother. It's a desync issue from server to driver.
Yep.
It's you know what?
When the lights go off,
it's a disgrace, quite frankly.
Yeah. When the lights go off, the AI go.
So we still had 5 AI drivers. So Beamer's gone in the pits, so maybe it was something to do with Beamer. Obviously, Freddie Rozell's in the pits. If anybody can go back and have a look at the Freddie Rozell incident. Magical Forehead, good evening. No, I don't think so, Magical. Do you know what? I didn't even see it, mate. If somebody wants to go back and clip it and see if they can post it in the chat, we'll have a look at it.
I was looking at it mine, but I didn't. I'm not recording, so I didn't clip it. But it looked like J-Joe. It looked like J-Joe drove into the back of him, but I don't know if that was. I don't think he would do it on purpose, obviously.
No,
so
no,
sure.
I
think it was probably desync there as well.
Yeah. Has to be rubber banding, says Rich. Yeah, probably. Well, we've had server issues in Tier 2 before this season.
Yep.
I don't think this is down to who the host is.
No, I don't think so, because I mean I've hosted plenty of races before, and there has never been issues like this. I know I'm a wide, and I'm the only one at my house right now, so
yeah, there you go.
I know it's should not be internet connection.
No, so then. Looking at our board, mates, looking at the classifications, we are going to have the safety car hopefully coming in this lap. Big Mac Dan is the only driver remaining that's in a position that he started in. Everybody else is up or down. We've got several, and this is bad news. Freddie Rozell down 16, Beamer down 13, Technic Speedy down 12, Big Mama Frank down 4, and everybody else is up in the standings. 5 up for J-Joe, 5 up for Ketchen, 3 up for Semtex, 7 up actually for Stig and for Gary and for Lansharky, with 6 up for Chili Willy. Everybody else up at least 3 positions. There's the call in for the safety car then. We're going to go around the long part of Sector 3 here at Spa. Restarts have been real slow so far. Certainly they were slow as hell in Tier 5 tonight, yeah. Jim. Were you the cause of that? Because you were near the front.
I was not. The last one I was, only because I just continued the trend that was going on from everyone else. But yeah. I did not start the trend. I just
you
continued
just
to follow it.
Yeah.
I just followed it, that's all. All right, let's maybe get some racing, huh?
Yeah, let's jump on board. Whoa! Whoa!
J-Joe got, I don't know if he got loose and everyone else bottled up.
Looking from the back wing, it's going to be tight. Side by side then, down on the road, down the hill to turn 1. Ketchum backs out and allows Big Mac down. Rubber bands over to the right-hand side! He's gone off the track, but comes back on safely. He's going to get overtaken, though, by Semtex and probably Simon Costa as well. J-Joe leads then, lap 4 of 22. It's J-Joe, followed by Ketchen, Semtex, Simon Colston, the Big Mac Dan, PWR Asylum, Stig, Gary, Happy Like Pies, Chili Willy are your top 10 on lap 4. Couple of places exchanged positions further on down the grid between Lansharky and Kapachi. What a wild restart, Jim.
That was not what I was expecting. I was hoping for just some normal racing laps to start, but it looks like everyone kind of filtered out here. And oh, we got a yellow in the back. It looks like we have Kapachi spun around.
Yeah.
No, does not look like any damage to his car.
Good, good, good.
From what I can see.
JJ doesn't have a setup. JJ's not got a setup on, so JJ's not going to have a setup. Yep. Fake Mano's not going to have a setup. Who else got kicked?
It was Fatweed who got kicked.
Yeah.
So he's already out.
He's definitely not got a setup.
Nope.
Yeah, it does. It does. Drew, you're absolutely spot on. It does. And until the game gets properly fixed, we're gonna experience this a bit, I think.
Yep.
So the bog standard setup for this track then is an 811 wing setup.
So that's not, honestly, I won't divulge as to who, but there is another driver in the league I know of that his setup is very close to that.
Yeah.
So
Simon Colston then, on the back of Semtex, going down into the right-hander, down the Camel Straight. Into the shade they go. Doesn't make a move.
It's like everyone is finally getting their paces here.
Yeah, it seems to have set. Oh God, I don't even want to say it. As soon as I even hint about saying it's settled down, Fake Mano catches 3 seconds.
Now looking at tires, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys on softs.
Yeah.
Beamer just threw his on, and then everyone else on medium. So I don't know. I like the guys on medium's idea because, you know, if you can get them to run a little longer, maybe you go on softs at the end.
Yeah.
If you get them, you know, if you feel like they're not feeling too great, then you can just throw on the hards. So it gives you a bunch of different, I feel. You know, it'll depend on how many safety cars, how many, you know, everything like that comes into play.
Oh, we're going to see a move. We are going to see a move. Ketchen up into P2. Is that a defended well against Semtex? Contact between Simon and Semtex, though, as DRS gets enabled. Now we're going to see whether Jejo, with this low front wing downforce, needs to get himself out of that range, because people are going to be able to stick with him throughout that middle sector where they've got more downforce on that front wing. Majority of drivers I see seem to be running something around about a 15-11, 16-12.
Yeah, I ran 14-12 just to give my... Oh, we got...
Oh!
Asylum and Stig.
Where is that? Is that up
12?
5 seconds with Chili Willy?
I think that was coming up Eau Rouge. I'm going to see if I can see...
Yeah, cars and bits of cars all over the road.
They had a bit... I don't know if it was Dan or if it was Stig, but coming into the bus stop chicane, there was a bit of contact between Asylum and one of the McLarens. I know he was in between both of them. I just don't know.
Well, Dan's up in P5, mate, so it must have been Stig.
No, but they were running 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 3 of them.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened coming up the hill, but there was contact early in the bus stop chicane, but then they looked like they settled themselves out.
Well, it's been a bit of carnage so far, and MB Jacobs just lost a position to Freddie Rozelle under safety car conditions.
I think he may have...
Whoa, rubber banding.
Yeah, I think Freddie is the one that's having the rubber banding issues here. So
yeah.
He is glitching pretty much all over the place. Everyone else seems to be settled and good here as far as rubber banding goes, but I definitely was seeing Freddie jump around earlier.
Jump around. Asylum lost it up Eau Rouge. Stig tried to avoid and couldn't. That's unlucky. Right, whoa. The pit crews are busy. We've got Jejo, Ketchen, Simon, Happy Light Pies, Lansharky, Big Mama Frank, Beamer NG, and MB Jacobson all jumping into the pits. We're seeing some hard tires.
Definitely hards will get you to the end from here.
Yeah.
Without... So... Barring safety cars, these guys throwing on the hards right now are in a pretty good spot, I would say.
Those yet to stop. Kapachi, he's carried on. Chili Willy, he is... Oh, he's actually just... He has stopped. Yeah, he has stopped. Chili Willy.
Yep.
Kapachi and the front 4 then. Semtex, Big Mac Dan, Gary, and Moo Irons. Moo Irons, we've not really mentioned much about him so far today. He's been stuck in that midfield tussle, but he's decided to take track position over getting off those medium tyres. So the top 6 runners all on the mediums then.
Honestly, as we've seen so far, what are we on? We're on lap 7. This is the second safety car. Those medium guys are probably expecting another one. and I honestly would be too.
Yeah, for sure. The way this has started and the lack of stability in the lobby as well.
Yeah.
I thought our lobby seemed quite stable, I thought.
Yeah, so I know we were fine. Like I said, I mean, most of the lobby right now looks pretty good. Other than the Freddy hopping around from what we see. But
yeah, Drew makes a very valid point in chat as well. He's feeling quite lucky because his title contenders, which, do you know what? We're going to throw those up. Let's have a quick look at the driver's standings. Whilst we're just under this safety car. Just let me know, Jim, if it's coming in this lap.
It is. I think we're staying for another.
Okay, cool. So Drew, Lessard, Beamer, and Kermit, then, the top three. So Beamer as a reserve is still in the race, but down in P15. Kermit obviously isn't racing. Neither is Drew. J-Joe is down in P7, but he's the front runner when it comes to cars that haven't, that have pitted. Stig is obviously out. Fatweed's out. Freddie Rozelle has.
I think he retired in the pits because of his connection.
Oh, Freddie's retired in the pits.
Yep.
That's a bold thing to do, Freddie. Congratulations on that. Well done.
Yep.
That's appreciated.
But I think other than that, I think we have J-Joe, Stig, who is now out. Fatweed is also out.
Asylum, who's out.
Asylum is also out, exactly. So we have J-Joe really the only one along. I mean, Beamer's still here as well. So I would say those are the guys that can make up the most, the most time today. And J-Joe is actually in the best spot. He's the furthest up the field with those hards.
Mm-hmm.
So J-Joe may be in a pretty good spot. I know he doesn't have his setup, but if this race stays green the rest of the way, he's in an unbelievable spot.
Yeah, he really is. He is. And I guess Big Mama Frank, after two races, I mean, he finished second at Silverstone and then 2 DNFs at Qatar and Hungary. Maybe luck is going to come and shine on Big Mama Frank for a change. And Simon. I mean, look at Simon.
Yeah, I mean, there's all these names down there, right? I mean, there's just got, Chili Willy, Semtex. Semtex is leading the race right now. I mean, he's at 16 points. He's way down, way down the field as far as championship contenders go. But a win here today would put him right in the title talk almost, with Drew not being,
For sure.
So.
Oh my God! There goes a Mercedes. Speedy's gone off. Warming his tyres up. Speedy's gone off. Has he damaged his front wing as well?
I can't see. I'm gonna see if I can see it through the broadcast camera.
He's down to P15. Yeah, he's missing that right end plate. Missing the right end plate. That is disastrous. I'm going to take the 5-second penalty, ignoring yellow flags for MB Jacobson. What is going on?
I think he was trying to let Speedy back past him because he was getting the illegal overtake.
Yeah.
And then Speedy just, because he has no wing, he was going into pit, so he was trying to let everyone go.
Yeah. So God, he's crushed it again.
I think that will get removed by the stewards if he doesn't have to pit again and serve it.
We're back racing again. By the way, there's a former Tier 2 champion in a Williams sat in P3 right now as well. That was one of the teams that I thought at the beginning of the season might do quite well. The Williams team with Gary and Simon.
Yep.
And by the way, Gary is all over Big Mac Dan. He's going to make a move.
Ooh, almost. But the more these guys battle, you've got... It allows Semtex to pull away, and it allows J-Joe from behind to catch up. So, we'll see. I know the wear on the mediums is very, very extreme.
Yeah. Hey, listen, guys, I got rid of the stand-ins in a reasonable amount of time. Come on. Come on, guys. We didn't miss anything terrible. I'm liking the look. Oh, a mistake from MacDan.
Yep, a little mistake there that allows JJ to catch up and Gary to get by.
Semtex all the while just eking his way down the road. 2 seconds now, the gap. We missed Speedy killing his own race. Oh, no, he just ran into somebody. He ran off the track.
Yep.
There wasn't anything amazing about that. We were looking at the standings. These things happen. So tough tiddles. Okay, so couple of groups forming. We've obviously got Semtex out on his own.
Move on irons.
Yeah.
Those hards look like they're pretty quick early here. Like I said, I mean, when I put them on, there were still a bunch of guys on mediums trying to hold out till the rain, and I mean the hards just felt so much faster than the mediums.
J-Joe's looking to make a move around the outside of Dan, then going down the Kemmel straight to get to the chicane. Is Dan going to hold position? Oh, he goes wide. He goes too deep in the chicane yet again. Another car makes a move after a mistake from the Big Mac Dan. J-Joe takes a defensive line. Oh, J-Joe, something wrong with J-Joe now as well. He's lost 2 positions quickly.
I think J-Joe had to give the position back.
Oh, wow.
Again. Big Mac Dan, because I think he cut the corner on the inside and got a warning.
Oh, wow. Which is ironic because Dan went far too deep. He goes deep again. He must have picked up a warning for that. We can't be too far away from some 3-second penalties here.
And there you are.
There we go. And there we have it.
As you finish speaking. There we are. It's like you willed it into existence.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich Sebi, me trying to decide whether to finish Tier 2 or watch Tier 1 in 10 minutes. There's only one decision to make, Rich Sebi. And that's stick with us. Because clearly, we've had the most drama.
Of course. And this is a race.
Because Tier 1 hasn't started yet.
The other one is just qualifying, right?
Yeah. Oh, J-Joe trying to sneak up on the outside at the bus stop chicane. And the Williams of Simon Colston goes round again.
I think he got a little loose. I don't know if he got tapped from behind, but it looked like he just got a little loose there and just...
Yeah, he got a little bit of action from the rear, I think. Because you don't tend to spin that way coming out of that turn. J-Joe is all over the back of Big Mac Dan. There's 1/10 as they go up Eau Rouge through Radion to take that slight left. DRS. Yes, DRS. Should get the move done pretty easy. Technic Speedy picks up the fastest lap of the race so far.
Catcher makes the move on irons. Oh my God, they're 3 wide.
Oh my word!
I can't believe they ever thought that was going to work in any way, shape, or form. That was something to see.
Moo Irons has to wait until the car of Fake Mano goes by. Simon Colston still struggling. I don't know whether I don't know whether he was caught up in that as well, but there was an Aston Martin?
Yeah, it was Beamer, Landsharky, Irons, and there was even another car there that were just caught up. I did actually clip that one. I remembered to clip that one, so we can take a look at that later this week.
NXM Bop says penalty for Big Mama Frank. Let's see how we're getting on so far then. So yet to stop. We've got Moo Irons, Kapachi, Big Mac Dan, Gary and Semtex. Penalty-wise, it's 5 seconds for Jacobson. He'll lose those if he pits again. Oh! Big Mama Frank went very, very slow there. He's dived into the pits.
Let's see
what's he doing? Is he retiring or is he? Because that was a very, very no. He is going to carry on. I think.
Changing to softs, throwing softs on, changing his wing. He's a new wing and threw on some softs.
Right, okay, there you go. That answers that little question then. Can we get off the pit crew, please? Thank you.
Looks like everyone... Oh. Sharky had a run on Beamer right there, but backed out of it a little bit. Wasn't close enough with the DRS.
I wonder what kind of recovery drive this Williams or Simon Colston can do now, because with Gary out challenging up front with Semtex, he's back in, by the way. Landsharky catches 3. Gary's within DRS of Semtex now. Now, neither of those guys have yet stopped, and we do have J-Joe still net leader on track. Just setting it down the inside when there's no space.
This race is going to come down to if there is another safety car or not.
For sure.
If there is not another safety car, I think J-Joe will, set up or not, J-Joe will run away with this, because those mediums towards the end of the race for Ketchen and Beamer will fall off significantly, I think.
Yeah,
and
Beamer.
There's still 10 laps to go. They'd have to do 15 laps on.
Beamer making a move under braking into the bus stop chicane. Gets the move done. Over Ketchen.
Some good racing. One of the few sharp corners.
Yeah. I thought
don't see a lot of passing in corners here. We usually see it all on the Camel Straight because it's so long and the DRS is just so.
I was absolutely convinced you were going to say one of the few good passes we've had this evening versus all the terrible ones we've also had. It looks like Ketchen's going to make another move on him, though.
We've got Gary Semtex battling for the lead with J-Joe right in tow. Oh! Gary got a little loose there. J-Joe sends it down the inside of Semtex.
Oh, that's a bit aggressive from J-Joe.
A touch.
That looked quite aggressive from J-Joe.
Yep. Semtex was pretty smart there and gave enough room on the inside, but I wouldn't... he goes a little wide there. Definitely probably grabs a warning for that. But J-Joe, if he just sticks it here in this middle sector, we know his setup isn't where he likes it, but it's set up for top speed, so he will definitely blow past people, especially with DRS here.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Everyone looks like a bit of a DRS train from P1 down to P8 and 9.
Yeah, we got Ketchen who's... Oh, that's Big Mac Dan running into the back of Semtex, I think, at the bus stop chicane. They're coming together again over the start-finish line. And that's going to mean that Beamer takes a position from Big Mac Dan as well. But they're going to be... Oh, my gosh. There's a dive! There's an Oscar Piastri dive! Irons is out!
And that's a safety car.
Safety car, my God. We need that. We need the safety car to have a breather. Because that was... I'm not too sure about some of the aggression showed within the top 3. But also, I'm not too sure about... From P3 down to P5 or 6 there. There were some questionable moves, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't... Now I don't know what to do as far as strategy is concerned. Right?
No, well, you got 8 laps to go. I mean, you could throw some softs on, because I think it's going to be, if you look at the trail of cars just coming out of the pits now, and probably cars that haven't got round to go in the pits, you're going to see a three laps.
Yeah, I would say so. We'll probably go racing around lap 17.
Yeah.
So you have to get 5 laps out of those softs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, lap 17. Softs are the way.
Yeah.
Softs are the play.
Yep,
that's what Bops has said. Bops, softs are the play. Dan needs to chill, says Gibbsy. I did think Dan was pretty aggressive coming into the bus stop chicane, going out of the bus stop chicane, and going round turn 1 through La Source. That was a dive down the inside. Oscar Piastri-esque. Who was at fault for that one, do you think? Piastri or Sainz?
I think it ruined both of their races, so I don't think.
I think it was a dual accountability there. I think Carlos locked up.
Yep.
Just decided to turn, and I don't know really whether Oscar realised that you couldn't fit a Formula One car through that gap.
Yeah, we got looks like everyone coming in. Even
let's get the tyre situation in then.
Everyone is in. We'll see who goes on mediums and who goes on softs, but we're going to have a double stack for Aston Martin, and Beamer is going to be in trouble here because he's going to get held up a little. It was not a terrible double stack, but he will lose a couple of positions there. He's going to end up behind Land Sharkey. Not as bad as it could have been, considering it was a double stack, but Beam drops from, what was that, P4?
Yeah, P4 to P6.
So not too terrible, considering.
Too bad. And Land Sharkey's got a penalty in front of him. So he'll be wanting to get out in front of him soon.
Yep. We've got J-Jo on mediums. Everyone else, J-Jo, Land Sharkey, Chili Willy on mediums. Everyone else onto the softs.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe, I was just going to say Big Mama Frank went out on a lap on mediums, so that way he could just save a lap of wear on the softs. So he'll come back out. He does have a time penalty, I believe, right? No, he does not. Frank does not. So he is on the soft, so he's going to be looking to make up some time here quick. Hopefully we see a little bit nicer racing here.
Yeah, let's hope so, because I think the first 15 laps, we've seen a couple of good moments, but we've seen some stuff that we would expect to see a little bit further down the tier rankings. I'll be honest. Some of that stuff from the bus stop all the way through to Eau Rouge. We've seen better driving than that in lower tiers today.
And at the end of the Kemmel Straight, I mean,
oh gosh, yeah.
Three wide into that corner is just it's never going to work.
It's barely too wide.
Yeah.
Man's diving down a building trying to fight Semtex, says Gibbsy. I think he's talking about the Big Mac down there in that McLaren. Yep. Magical Forehead. He's going to stick with us for a little while until the Tier 1 qualification is over. Well, let's hope that we can get these 7 laps that we've got yet remaining, 7, 8 and a bit laps. Let's hope we can get those over and done and dusted. I think it probably only just started. Safety car coming in.
So we will start racing at lap 17. So
yeah,
it's going to be.
I thought the safety car was out so long for us in that last stint. I didn't realize it was only out for like 3 or 4 laps.
If I had one extra lap of actual racing, I may have been able to pull far enough away because I felt quick. So,
yeah.
I did feel like it stayed out a lap longer than it needed to.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we're all caught up at that point into Sector 3. So, but been pretty quiet on them. But the Haas boys are both in points right now, which we need as big of a help as we can get.
Yeah, has it been a good week overall for Haas so far?
Yeah, we got a couple points in Tier 6, and then I finished P3, and then the Tier 4 race was a wash because it got called, and that was a big mess.
What happened in Tier 4?
Tier 4, I believe, Pogs called the race, so it was only half points awarded.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, because there were just as many issues there as there were here today.
Oh, wow. So, essentially, our league director, our Michael Massey, almost, has done the ultimate red flag.
Yeah, ultimate red flag and called the race in Tier 4.
Wow.
Because there were just way too many issues. And then Tier 3, I did not see the end for us. I know Twan was P3 when I last saw. I think he finished pretty well. But I didn't get to see the end of it.
Right. Well, my team this week's Alpine, so I'm cheering on Semtex for the rest of this one.
Next week it's a different story, right?
Yeah. Whoever picks me up next week. Semtex, as my team principal as well, of course. I've got to select the team principal to support, right?
Yes.
He gave me the seat this week. Safety car is in this lap. We are moments away from going green. It always winds me up that it sends the track green.
Yep.
Before the safety car is in the pit lane.
Yep.
I feel this is going to be a very slow start from Gary. Yep. I recall seeing a lot of this from Gary in Tier 2 in Season 4, 6 or 5?
4? I don't remember. That was
probably Season 5.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, Gary won it in Season 5. Season 6 was Marcus Libb. Season 7 was BTA Andy, who's with us in chat. Well, he's probably not with us in chat now. He's probably in qualification.
He left. Gary is gone.
Gary has gone. That was quick.
Shocked us all. He's already a second out on J-Joe here.
Yeah, he's caught those guys sleeping big style. My word. And he's on the soft tyre as well, so he's going to have a little bit of an advantage over J-Joe. What's the front line speed going to be like, though, going up through Eau Rouge Radion on the Kemmel Straight, though? Because we know J-Joe's got that low downforce front wing.
So we'll see. He's 1.2 up now onto the straight, so let's see what he's got. But J-Joe is just, you can see, he gained almost 2 full tenths there, but you've got Gary on the softs, who's going to be at a significant advantage here through Sector 2 until they start to wear off. I'd give it 4 or 5 laps. You know, if J-Joe can stay close enough, I think he may have a chance here. Beamer NG gets by Landsharky on the softs. It's his call there. Big Mac Dan gets a time penalty. Looks like there's a bit of a gap between Ketchin and Jacobson. I don't know what happened there, if there was contact or something.
Oh yeah, 2-second gap, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened there.
As in comes the sound glitch, dead on 75% race distance.
Every single week we have this issue. It's great. Another great job by EA to make everything work just as well as we want.
The next patch, all the cars will have 3 wheels.
Yep.
I mean, might have 3 wheels most week anyway, but. So Gary then, he's about to start lap 18. Gary, followed by J-Joe Semtex, the Big Mac down, Beamer NG, Landsharky, Chili Willy and AlphaTauri, Simon Colston still battling away to take a position, possibly from Chili Willy, round La Source, down the long straight, down towards Eau Rouge, and then Radion. They're going to go side by side.
They are.
Backs out, does Chili Willy, a wise decision. He's going to get the run on Simon, though, now coming up through Radion onto the Kemmel Straight.
Push a little wide
on the grass.
Oh! Still battling. They get pushed a little.
Oh, and they both go off. That will be in the steward's room.
It will.
For sure. Oh, no. Unsafe rejoin potential here. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. What whew. I can't deal with that stuff, man. That is too close for comfort.
That was a good rejoin, to be fair. I think the angle that we looked at it looked horrific. But let me... we're now at the back of the grid. Let's get back up to the top of the grid, where Gary still leads. It's 1.7 seconds now from J-Joe. J-Joe's going to be under pressure from Semtex, who's equally under pressure from Beamer. That's not going to be long before we see some action, I don't think, Jim.
I don't think so. I think if Gary can hold these tires, I think he's going to have this, because J-Joe's worrying about getting attacked from behind here by Semtex and Beamer. I think, are we going to have DRS this lap, or is it next lap?
I have no idea.
We're going to find out.
This lap.
It is this lap, so I think this, at the end of the Kemmel Straight here, is going to be something to see We got a VSC. It's not going to be anything.
Oh, my word.
Us. Believe Fake Mano has spun.
Fake Mano's lost a front wing, no doubt, then.
Yep, AlphaTauri having themselves not the best of laps here.
Into the pits comes Chili Willy. Has he had enough?
Don't know. VSC, I'm surprised Fake Mano didn't come in as well.
Yeah, VSC for Simon. He's got a front wing going on and some soft tyres. Fake Mano does have right wing end plate damage.
Yep.
And he picked up the 5 seconds, was it? Yeah, Fake Mano's got 11 seconds worth of penalties. He's picked up 5. Yep. Should have gone in, really, to get rid of the 5.
Yeah. Yep, just get rid of the 5. Put some softs on, especially being on mediums, you know. Throw some softs on, get a front wing, especially under a VSC. But we have Gary 2.6 seconds up now on J-Joe.
Yeah.
But that safety car really helped J-Joe because he was going to be attacked, I feel, pretty significantly on the Kemmel Straight there with how close everyone was.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. For sure. And he's now got almost a second gap.
Yep.
But if you, I mean, looking at the, we're away again, we're off. J-Joe's only got 66%. Semtex has got 85 in terms of battery. Yep. And Beamer's all over the back of Semtex, to be fair, coming up to the bus top chicane. Is he going to make a move? He goes left and right. Feigns to go down the inside and then just does it anyway. Semtex holds position. That was good racing from the pair of them. They're going down the home straight now, down towards Lessard. Can Beamer get out in front? He can. Will Semtex make the move back down on the inside, though? He does make a move on the inside. Does he take P3 back? He does, but then loses it again immediately. Good racing from the two of those guys. That's the best racing we've seen, I think.
Beamer got a good run. Took that corner a little wider and was able to get more exit speed. But with them battling now they're almost 2 seconds behind J-Joe. So Beamer's going to be under attack here from both Big Mac Dan and Semtex on the straight here.
It's a terrible broadcast angle.
Oh, there's contact.
Terrible broadcast angle.
Yeah, they just appear around the corner there. That's great. But we've got, it's a Fake Mano picks up another 3. But we're looking at
J-Joe's caught within 1 second of Gary.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the softs here fall off very, very quickly. Like 4 or 5 laps, and they are just not as quick as they need to be. So J-Joe could, especially with the setup he's got going. I mean,
yeah, with that frontline speed, ERS, DRS. 43 ERS versus 43 RS. They're equal. Well, they were. They're not now.
Gary looks like he's saving a bit.
Yeah.
But J-Joe is eating into that lead right now.
He's so quick.
Beamer is right behind Semtex. Looks like, is he going to make a move again? I think he thinks better of it this time. And just coast on through.
Now, it's absolutely vital for Gary. He gets a good run down here, down towards turn number 2. Down towards Eau Rouge and gets a good run up the hill towards Radion.
Gary is not using any ERS right now.
Oh, gets a little bit out of shape, does J-Joe. So does Gary, but this looks like it's going to be an easy deal, by the way.
Yeah, I think J-Joe is just going to easily blow. Ooh, maybe
he's not, you know. Gary is defending with his... He's defending like a lion with his ERS and taking a very defensive inside line. Is he going to make that oversteer downforce setup pay for himself throughout Sector 2, though?
Got a wild battle going on between Jacobson catching... who else is that? Jacobson catching Epic Wins and Big Mama Frank are all being covered by a blanket right now.
Technic Speedy's not far behind them either.
Nope.
Oh, as Semtex picks up 3 seconds, that's distracting for him. That might give Ketchin the potential.
Yeah, Ketchin is... he's closing in. If he can catch up to the back of Lane Sharkey here, he's going to get he's going to get probably,
Oh, Speedy. Technic Speedy's killed himself over there.
Yep. Looking... Jacobson, I don't think he's going to be able to get Land Sharky. So Land Sharky looks like he's going to only miss out on one spot here with his 6 seconds. But Ketchin could jump all the way into 4th if he catches up here at the end.
Do you know Beamer, the teammate, being a reserve and challenging for a title, Beamer, he's got an opportunity here. If he can jump his teammate J-Joe and Gary on the same lap? Or do you think 1.6 seconds is too far?
I think it's too far away. Unless something happens. I mean, Gary looks like he is pulled out on J-Joe now, so J-Joe's going to need...
J-Joe is flat out of ERS, as is Gary. Beamer's got 20%.
I don't think Beam going to make a move on J-Joe here.
Did you get that, Martinez?
Yep. And then...
Here we go. Oh, he's using it. He's got 25%. 25 versus 6 versus 13. Gary's harvested a little bit throughout that lap. It's going to be some finish, is this?
This is going to come down. We've got a fuel light flashing on Gary right now.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know how much he has or how little he has, but his fuel light is flashing. And he is going to be under attack down this back straight. Looks like he is going to pull it off, though. I think he's going to be far enough ahead.
Is Beamer going to make a move on J-Joe moving into the chicane? He is! He is!
Locks up a little. They're side-by-side teammates. Oh, that could have gone so poorly.
Oh, and Beamer steals P2 on the podium. The Aston Martin teammates, no team orders today, of course, with Beamer being the reserve. But it's Gary who claims the Belgian Grand Prix in P1. Beautiful drive from Gary, our former Tier 2 champion in the Williams. 2 Aston Martins following him on the podium. It's then Ketchin P4. Semtex finishes in P5 for Alpine. The Big Mac Dan P6. P7 for Lansharky. P8 for Happy Like Pies. MB Jacobson in the Haas in P9. Big Mama Frank in P10. Frank Mano did just DNF. I don't know where he DNF'd. Probably in the pits.
Looks
not
like
sure.
he's on the back straight somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe he was loose the whole time. So, but Ketchin did go from P7 to P4 because they were all of those cars were battling like crazy.
Wow. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Right, let's... So it's Gary... Now, are we going to have a little bit of beef between the 2 Aston Martin guys in the interviews?
Yeah.
Now then.
I go.
Are you summoning them, mate?
I am in the Discord as we speak.
As we speak. Get us onto the interview screen then. Well, watch the celebrations on the podium, of course. Gary and the 2 Aston Martin drivers. So Gary does indeed win the race from 16th on the grid to finish first. Lance Sharkey got driver of the day. He finished in P7, starting in P20. Plenty of penalties, as you can see in that time column. But it's Gary who wins the race. It's Beamer, followed by J-Joe, the 2 Aston Martins, P2 and 3. Ketchin, followed by Semtex, then Big Mac Dan in the McLaren, the Haas of Lance Sharkey, Happy Like Pies in the Alfa Romeo, the Haas of MB Jacobson. Good day for Haas. 2 lots of points there. That's what, 8 points.
8 points.
Big Mama Frank getting on the board for the first time in a few weeks with 1 point in the Ferrari. Fastest lap goes to Simon Colston, so there isn't an extra bonus point anywhere.
Nope. No bonus point today.
No bonus point.
A pretty good race. Pretty good race.
Big Mama Frank. Soft, medium, hard. Soft, medium, soft. That's Big Mama Frank's tyre allocations today.
See, I don't know. I told them. I sent them a message. I don't see anyone in the waiting room, however. So
Well,
we'll see if they join.
Yeah, we shall
in a
wait and
couple
see.
minutes. But don't want to run too deep into tier 1 either. So everyone can hop over
to be fair, that has been going for nearly half an hour now, hasn't it?
So we've got J-Joe in there.
Let's drag J-Joe over then.
Yeah.
You can do the interview, sir, if you want.
Sure. If we can get him here.
Yeah, I can't see him. Move to media box 1.
There he is.
There he is.
J-Joe, can you hear us? Are you there? He is not. Or he is, but he is not.
He is, but is not. J-Joe, come in.
Here? He is not here.
We'll give him a few.
Oh.
Is that him gone?
Yes, that is him gone.
Okay. Well, Jim, why don't we just call it there, mate? We don't have anybody in any waiting rooms now.
Yep. I would love to continue on with interviews, but because of all the issues we had today, I think I'm going to get everyone to hop over to tier 1 and watch that insane race.
Yeah. Good stuff, mate. Thank you very much again. Much appreciated. An absolute pleasure calling what was a pretty wild race with you, as per usual.
Of course. Fortunately, we had a bit of a couple issues early, but I think that's more of a spa problem than it is everywhere else because we haven't had that many issues. So
no, exactly.
But it was great. It was great fun.
Yeah, good stuff, buddy.
At where are we next week? Forget. We are.
I don't know.
We are in Vegas next week.
No, are we?
We are in Vegas. So.
I might stay on annual vacation for another day.
So we will see everyone in Vegas next week.
Lovely. All right. Thank you very much, Jim. Really appreciate you. I love you, MRL. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Now go and finish watching Tier 1 where all the action's happening. While we're started talking. And no assists. Let's not forget no assists. Good stuff. Cheers, Jim.